Whew. 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 Oh shoot, are we streaming? I'm sorry. Whew, I'm sorry. I thought I fell asleep. I was just whew. What happened? It was so boring. Man, I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we started the stream. Man, my eyes were so heavy. Sorry about that. I didn't know we were live. Sorry. Man. I had to rewatch that Super Bowl when I'm having trouble sleeping. Oh. Whew. I just wish I could just rest my eyes for another 8 hours, I'll tell you. Whew. Yes, Diosa, yes. Oh, goodness gracious. See, so the Seahawks won, huh? Seahawks won, I guess. Wow, that thing put me to sleep. Put me to sleep, dude. And, I gotta say, like, look, I'm all for women's empowerment, all right? We all know I'm all for women's empowerment. But not in this instance. Because every time there's a Super Bowl performer, halftime performer that they're excited about, they make the same old joke. Oh, is there a football game at the so-and-so concert? That's weird. Oh, are these two teams opening up for Beyonce? Oh, I'm just here for so-and-so, right? And for the first time, these two bum-ass teams prove them right, dude, with all their little hee-hees and ha-has, dude. It was the Benito Bowl. Because that game sucked. Yeah, I'm all for women's empowerment. But not in this instance, dude. Oh. Both of these teams will be forgotten in a couple years, all right? So Seahawks fans, enjoy. All right? Enjoy. But I said it mid-season, dude. I said it mid-season on this live stream in the Discord, wherever you get your media from, dude. I said that this league was wide open this year because there's no dominant, well-rounded teams. There was no powerhouse teams. So yes, Seahawks, you just happen to outlast. Cool. Defense, phenomenal. Not a well-rounded team, though. Going up against a 23-year-old that clearly was not ready for the big stage. Oh, he's right again, folks. Get started on my trophy case, folks. Go to Home Depot. Get some wood. Do they sell oak there? I would like a nice big oak trophy case for always being right. And I said the Seahawks were going to win. I said it could be my PTSD since they cleaned our clock twice. But I knew they were going to win, dude. Come on. Bad Bunny woke up today and decided to drop one of the coolest halftime show performances of all time. Dude, it was pretty cool. All the tall grass, or was it sugar cane? I don't know what it was. It was cool, though. Might be the worst day of my life. One of the worst Super Bowls ever down there with the Rams Patriots. Yeah, it was awful. Worse than the 49ers losing the Super Bowl. Is it? Boring ass game. Should have started the stream an hour ago, so I had something entertaining to watch. I said the halftime show looked more like a political standpoint. It's a halftime show, just throwing it out there. I don't see how love is stronger than hate is political. I thought it was a great message, great halftime show. The production of it was fantastic. I don't know any of his songs, though. I don't listen to Bad Bunny. So I don't know the songs, and I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't know the lyrics. But, like, I know Bad Bunny preaches, love over hate, and I don't think that's political. I thought it was a great show. What's up, Paul? Just expecting Facebook blew up, racist people complaining. Kid Rock... go look at his old lyrics, dude. That is not someone to look up to, Christians. Okay. Jennifer, what up? Sugarcane. You think Tom Brady? Yeah, I said in the Discord, I was like, someone lets Tom Brady suit up so maybe they can make a comeback. Because Drake May wasn't ready. I mean, the AFC was so weak this year. Just sucks it had to be the Seahawks, But if you saw my TikTok or Instagram, I did drive by the stadium with my pin, with my Levi Stadium pin. So this pin is stamped, it's validated. I saw the Super Bowl. Okay, I wasn't in the stadium, but I saw this Super Bowl. So this pin is stamped. Build me a trophy case. Yow! Turned it off halfway through the fourth quarter. There was no way I was going to watch that trophy presentation. Yeah, I saw little clips of it while I was getting ready for the stream. I'm a glutton for punishment. Because I feel like watching that will just make it sweeter when we finally win someday. For the love of God, dude. Anyways, this pin is awesome. Super Bowl experience was fun. I hope you all got a chance to watch the Super Bowl experience video I did. It was a lot of fun. Gamer Athletics had some moves, dude. He was really impressive. I'm surprised they didn't offer him a contract on the spot. Maybe if the Patriots would have got him in the backfield, they could have got some yards. But I am happy for this pin with Levi Stadium on it, So that's cool. That's the only good thing that came of it. And then Gamer Girlfriend gave me this, I don't even know what it is, a little postcard. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but she got extra ones at the Super Bowl experience. It gave me one. Couldn't believe that Jessica Alba was there. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. The Oakland watch party was hella fun. Dude, I wish I knew about that. Because I want to go to the Henry J. Kaiser Convention Center. I've never been inside of it. I maybe would have gone to that. Otherwise, I was just home by myself eating. What did I eat? I forgot what I ate. The heck did I have to eat? Oh, the melt. I had an egg in a hole. He doesn't have friends. He doesn't have a social circle. Nobody invites him anywhere. Nobody hits him up. No text messages. No, hey, what are you doing for the Super Bowl? Hey, nothing. Dude, my life is a single solitary hermit nowadays. Okay? So I watched it alone. And I heard, I posted this in the Discord also. I heard and saw the flyover, which was cool because I live near Levi Stadium. So I went outside and I actually saw them and I recorded them and I posted it for the whole entire world to see, dude. So that was cool. I love a flyover, dude. I know it's nationalistic propaganda BS, but it's just so much fun. It's so much fun, dude. I just love planes. Gay proved to be the better YouTuber athlete at the Super Bowl event. Went to. I can't dispute that. They incorporate Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga. Dude, hey. Look, I'm a what do they call it? Cis, right? Yes. Hetero, cis, straight, regular dude. And Ricky Martin is so freaking attractive and handsome, dude. It's not fair. It's not fair that the gays get to enjoy that, dude. Dude, he's like, how old is he? Gotta be like mid-50s. Freaking crazy, dude. Yeah, Lady Gaga killed it too. Yeah, the first person I saw in the little thing, the little porch, was Pedro Pascal. And I was like, whoa, dude, is that the Mandalorian right there? And then in the Discord, people were like, oh, yeah, and Cardi B and blah, blah, blah. And it was a whole bunch of people. That was cool. The production was super cool. The only thing I feel like the halftime show was missing is the grandeur. Like, other halftime shows have huge stages and like big, long, wide shots of like the whole thing. And this was like really, I mean, maybe that was part of the creative vision. It was very confined, like between the sugar cane and in the house and the porch. And there was only like one or two kind of far shots where you could see more. It was all very like up close. And usually for the Super Bowl, I like a little grandeur. So I think that's the only thing that was missing. You know what I mean? But it was cool. It was really good. Sadly, I never got to say hi to George Leon, Casey Pratt, J. Walt, Barbara Lee. They were in the VIP section. Fancy. Marshawn Lynch, Oakland Roots bobblehead. Nice. I did see that J. Walt performed. Santa Clara is now Little Seattle. No, it ain't. Wrong again. Most important one on the porch was my wife, Carol G. Here we go. Lay. Go, lay. Tonight's the night. We're going to celebrate. Go, lay. Is that one of the songs? I don't know. All right, look. Drake May wasn't ready, dude. Okay? He's too young, too inexperienced. The AFC was too weak. It was like the East in the NBA for 10 years where LeBron got to the finals like a cakewalk every year. It was the same exact thing, dude. NFC was pretty weak too. It was just a weak league. So it was two weak teams. And it was like watching preseason, man. Was there even a single broken tackle in that whole game? Dude, Drake May was just hucking it up there. No receivers, like just hucking it up there. The Seattle defense is really good, so obviously it was going to be very difficult for him anyways. But this is such a forgettable Super Bowl. It's going to be forgotten in a year or two. Okay? It's crazy to me how like I can't believe it was 11 years ago, but 11 years ago was the Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl with the Malcolm Butler interception at the goal line. I cannot believe that was 11 years ago, by the way. That feels like just a few years ago. But isn't it crazy that these two teams with entirely different staffs, coaches, players, quarterbacks made it again? You know? That's wild. I don't know why. Just the coincidence of that is annoying. I said before, man, like the only silver lining to Seattle winning is Sam Darnold winning because I love a redemption story. I like Sam Darnold. I love when quarterbacks can bounce back from getting a bad rap. And, I always said Alex Smith was my favorite player. And that's one of the reasons why. Because he was thrown in immediately on the worst team in the league and had to struggle through 6-7 different coaching changes, through a shoulder injury, being benched, arguing with his coach to stay in the game when the whole stadium was chanting against him. So I love that kind of story. So that's the only silver lining, is that Sam Darnold won. Like, that's cool. And it would have been kind of annoying for Drake May to win one already. Like, you just got here. You know what I mean? You just got here, dude. What are you doing? Take a number, have a seat, and we'll call you when we're ready. Okay? Working right now, I know the Pats would lose. Honestly, thought they would play better. Yeah, I don't know. Did I say 6-7? Are we still doing that? People are sending me hateful things. Dude, I did say 6-7. 6-7. I'll say it again. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Deep down, Darnold won because he was back at his favorite home stadium. That's true. And that is Drake May's second L he's taken at a Super Bowl in Santa Clara. I mean, that's what he gets for being a Panthers fan. Tonight, we do have a LaCroix Lime. Nothing crazy, dude. Nothing crazy. Just a little something to wet the whistle. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. If any of the fine folks over at LaCroix are in the chat right now, it would like, a partnership to help expand into the West Coast. I'm your guy. LaCroix. LaCroix. It's refreshing. Once again, not sponsored, but it can be. Okay. What else, dude? What else? Is there anything else to talk about this boring bum-ass Super Bowl, dude? Okay? I was asleep. Look, I'm going to say this one time, dude. I don't even hate the Seahawks because I'm old, right? So I still think of them as AFC West. I still think of them as the Raiders rival. That's how old I am. I don't care about you guys. The only reason is so bothersome is because of the fans, dude. And look, every fan base is annoying. I get it. But that's the fan base that chirps at us the most, you know? So for me personally, I'm not saying their fans are worse than any other fan base. I'm just saying I have to take the brunt of it. And I just don't want to hear it, dude. Unless you took a snap, don't be gloating in my face, dude. You know? Only thing I liked was Bad Bunny. Yeah, no, Bad Bunny did his thing. Did you hear the NFL is pushing the Seattle Seahawks Foundation to sell the team? Because the rules state that the team has to be owned by a person, not by a foundation. I didn't know the NFL was pushing it, but I know the team was supposedly for sale. That changes what I thought. Because this whole time I thought, what's her name, Jody Allen? I thought she was trying to sell it. And she was over there holding the trophy. And I was going to say, that's another moment for us fans to realize that these owners are the bad guys. He's making a point, folks. He's making a point. It's going to be good. Because these owners will be on that stage hoisting the trophy. Oh, yeah. And then sell the team. How much did you love that team? How much were you really invested in that team if you can just turn around and sell them? Especially if they sell them right after a Super Bowl victory. These owners don't care, dude. These owners do not care. Now, some of them may have grown up fans of the team that they own, and then they do have some emotional investment. But most of them do not. They all suck. Every owner sucks. And I need you to understand that, dude. I'm one of the good sports owners. Owner died 12 years ago. Was it 12 years ago already? Oh my God, time flies. I'm going to die soon. She doesn't have the money to pay for the taxes. What? Oh, Green Day killed it. That's right, Eddie. Green Day killed it. Great performance to open it up with the MVPs out there. That was dope. I thought their performance was going to be like in the parking lot or something. But right there on the field with all the former Super Bowl MVPs, fire. Has anyone checked on Jenny? She's a Patriots fan. Really? She's a Patriots fan? Seahawks fans were doing the takeover things last week, which I hate. Niners fans do it too on road games. I hate that mentality. I was raised to respect people when you're at their house. 100% agreed. I've talked about it before. The takeover stuff is so stupid. All you did was buy a ticket on StubHub. You know what I mean? You didn't ride into the village on a horse with a sword, swinging a sword over your head. You bought a ticket on StubHub and you got a Southwest flight. Okay? And you used your miles, dude. You didn't have to knock down any gates. All right? You didn't have to launch any catapults over the walls. You didn't fight a single person. You took a Southwest flight and bought a ticket on SeatGeek. Not sponsored, but it can be. So until I see you march in with a shield and a sword, and you see me man to man at the entrance to Levi Stadium, dude, because I've never had a sword fight, but my motor skills are so good, I know I would take out a lot of people. Okay, except for like a super trained swordsman. If you just took me and some other jamoke off the street that's never had a sword fight, dude, I'm lopping off limbs like there's no tomorrow. So until you do that, you didn't take over nothing. You bought a seat on StubHub. Okay? You might have bought my ticket. LaCroix, everybody, not sponsored, but it can be. You know? You didn't take over nothing. And I hate when Niners fans do it too. Like, the only thing, if a lot of Niner fans go to a game and it's like, oh man, a ton of fans showed up. We have a great traveling fan base. That's fine. It's the mentality of then being like, yeah, we're taking over. Blah, blah, blah. Like, the Niner fans at SoFi. I love that we have a great showing. Okay? That's great. That's fine. But acting like you took it over when all you did was get into your Elantra and drive down Highway 5 for 6.75 hours. 2 stops. One right outside Button Willow. and one in Valencia. Okay? Maybe you stopped you stopped at the outlets right before the Grapevine and you went to the drive-thru Starbucks and you got a Frappuccino. Okay? You didn't fight your way down there. All right? You drove by Magic Mountain. You looked at the rides, dude. And you went and checked into your hotel. And nobody tried to stop you. There was no opposition. You drove down Highway 5 at a leisurely pace in your Elantra. Nobody was chasing you. There was no gates, no guards, no patrols. You bought a ticket. I'm so much better than Kai Cenat. That's why he had to walk away. They didn't clap back to Trump, man. At least well, they did American Idiot, yeah. Worst owner of them all is Dylan Sesco. That's crazy. Dave from Elk Grove, folks. My neck hurts. Does yours? Yeah, because I fell asleep awkwardly watching this game. Dylan, sell the Discord. We want an emoji of you, yet you still haven't made one. Dang, I'm forced to sell the Discord? Dang it. Thanks for shouting me out, helping me reach 1K. Oh! Bay Area Throwbacks. Reach 1K, long overdue. Go check him out. You want to check out his crazy collection of jerseys, bobbleheads, knickknacks, souvenirs, dude. He puts out videos all the time showing his collectibles. Go support him. If you support me, you support him, dude. And that's that. He's taking home the seat you bought. Count as a takeover. All right, you get a little bit of credit if you steal the seat. Quest for 6 is the longest quest of all time. Yeah, it's a long time. Which will make it sweeter. What's up, Mark? Niners fans drive to SoFi. It's only like 30 minutes since there's so many down here. Yeah, true. Sell the Discord or make a Dylan emoji. Dude, you guys can start a sell the Discord movement. It ain't happening, dude. Don't you owe that one guy a McDonald's meal? Oh, shoot. I do. I can't do it tonight, though. I already ate. And I have food in the fridge. Dang, all right, I got to remember that for next week so I can not eat. But I literally just ate during the game and I have more food, so I cannot do that. You're right, though. Freaking A. Remind me in the Discord next week. Put more Dylan AI stuff that's not just me. What? There's no AI stuff. What is AI, dude? What does that even mean? Oh, Rye Guy's here. Oh, now we got it. Now we got to hear it. Huh? Now we got to hear it. Come on. Get it out of your system, dude. Get it out of your system. Get it out now because this whole Super Bowl is going to be forgotten by tomorrow, probably. Okay? So get it out. Floor is yours. Floor is yours. I'll just be here sipping my very refreshing LaCroix. This color choice is purely coincidental. But LaCroix is very refreshing. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. So while I take a sip, the floor is yours, Rye Guy. You're putting me to sleep just like the game did. Hey, good playoffs by the Niners, Rams, and Patriots. Kick Rye Guy out, ban him. All right. That was it. I gave you your moment. You didn't say anything. AI means Allen Iverson and nothing else. Yeah, see? Gabe doesn't know what he's talking about, dude. Gabe doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, the new power rankings for the NFL just came out. These media outlets have no shame, dude. I got an alert that the new power rankings for the NFL are out. Number 1 is the Seattle Seahawks. Wow. Number 2 is the New England Patriots. Wow. Rams, Broncos, Bills, Niners, number 6. I don't got much to say. You've been there before. The mountaintop. Well, that's quite a response, right, guy? I respect that. But look, dude. It sucks. Okay? It sucks. But it'll just make it sweeter when we finally win. You guys still got to win 3 more to catch up with us. Okay? And I don't care how long ago it was. I don't. I was alive for 4 of them. 4 of those bad boys. I only remember 3 of them. But I was alive for 4 of them. And I drove by and saw today's Super Bowl. And I drove by and saw Super Bowl 50 with my own eyes, dude. My own peepers. Looked at the Super Bowl. Okay? And that's how we're coming for the big 2-6, dude. That's how we're coming for the big 2-6. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Like, what do you want from me, dude? What do you want me to cry? You guys want me to cry? Is that it? I'll show you. You know what the Patriots needed? The Discord already saw this, but you know what the Patriots needed? A little bit of that. That's what the Patriots needed. Yeah, right, guy. Enjoy it, dude. World still remembers Malcolm Butler's pick over 13 championship, and the championship will be forgotten as well. Yeah, no, this was a boring one. Only been alive for one Niners win, and I was 3. That sucks, man. This is the moment that the Patriots needed right here, though. This was the moment. It's too bad they didn't get that, you know? Too bad they didn't get it. We're rocking tonight, folks. I got a good nap during the game because it was I actually didn't nap. Usually I do. I think I've said that before, but a lot of times on Sundays before the live stream, I fall asleep, dude. Your boy's getting old, dude. He's the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know, he carries a huge burden of supplying the people with what they want, what they need. You know what I mean? Painting a picture, telling a story, promoting love over hate. Okay, the heavy burden on me, and so I usually nap. Today I didn't nap, but I should have, because the game deserved it. Woke up for Bad Bunny. That's it. Rye Guy's proven to be a respectable fan. Guess we can't hate him. He has, dude. Rye Guy's never, Rye Guy's always just, he enjoys his team and that's it. He doesn't trash talk the other teams. He does it the right way. I appreciate him. I appreciate the kid. Made my mark on the server. Now you need to make the choice. Dude. Gabe has to protect the ball a little better. Well, oh yeah? Does he? Because watch this. Hold on. If you guys saw the last video, Gabe made a heck of a run, dude. They almost tripped him up at the goal line. He did a little spin move and a dive. Come on, man. Give the kid his credit. Give the kid his credit. Let me, I got some stuff to show you guys, okay? I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Where'd it go, dude? Where did it go? Where did it go? Anyways, what's up with you guys, What are you guys up to? I make myself laugh, and that's really what matters. That's really what matters the most. All right, you think Gabe needs to protect the ball more, do you? That's what you think? That's your opinion? That's what you're going with? Well, how about this? How about this, dude? Gabe is the very first person to ever score 12 points in one play. Shot Simple, what up? My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just on one. First person to ever score 12 points on one play, dude. Passing in offensive line, wide receivers, probably some running backs, and it could have been closer. They needed a quarterback that wasn't 23 years old. Took me a nice 2-hour nap before the game. Woke up at 3. Should have stayed asleep until the halftime show. Random question: what do you think of the WBC US lineup? I don't know if I've seen the US lineup. I'm gonna go check it out. Shot Simple, my bad, dude. My bad. Breaking news: Luka Doncic and a first-round pick traded for Gamer Athletics. Wow. Dylan is just that type of guy. He's a sports team owner, so of course he ignores the fans. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Look, Gabe scored the first 12 points ever. He also killed it with Bad Bunny at the halftime show. Just, it was great. It was great. And after all the hard work, he's on the mountaintop. After all the hard work, he finally made it to the mountaintop, dude. Everyone give it up for Gamer Athletics. I thought I was on the verge of having a girlfriend. I had someone I was talking to for about 2 weeks straight, and then she completely disappeared. Oh, my God. Oh, I've been there, brother. That's not easy. I think sports are hard. I think women are harder. Yeah. Gabe scored 67 points, 7 points in his last game. Even my boomer mom enjoyed Bad Bunny. That's fun. But yeah, dude, Gabe did it. He climbed the mountaintop, and he's now a champion. And we just need to all appreciate him. You know what I mean? And he also got to meet Ricky Martin right before they went out for the performance. You know, which he's always been the biggest Ricky Martin fan. So that was cool to see. You know, huge Ricky Martin fan, Gabe is. Here's him. You know, this is actually taking a practice kick. Pregame, and then he actually kicked a bunch of field goals during the game too. But yeah, dude, Gabe just, you know, he impressed everybody. And does this put him on the Mount Rushmore of NFL greats? It might. It might, you know, but you know, it's just, he's been putting up numbers. He's been putting up crazy numbers, and I'm happy for him. I'm just proud of him. I love to see my friends, you know, thrive, and yeah, it's wonderful. It's awesome. I don't think anyone from the Gamer Clan is actually even watching. How much are you paying him? Gabe does not watch this live stream. Gabe always says life starts after you live La Vida Loca. That's true, dude. That's what I've been trying to. That's the dots I've been trying to connect, man. You know, it's just a heck of a showing, Gabe. Good job. We're all proud of you. And hold that trophy high. I drank so much I had to barf. Right, guys, living it up. So yeah. Also, that none of that's AI. Those are photos that were taken by professional photographers. Real life, real actual photographers. You know. Warriors traded Kuminga. Where'd he go? Here he is. Warriors traded Kuminga. Man, they did him dirty on that hair on this one, huh? But look, I appreciate his contributions and his time here. I think he needed a fresh start. Still, I'm always gonna love this bobblehead. It's a fun one. It's always a bummer though when your draft picks you were so hopeful for move on or don't pan out or whatever it may be. It's always a bummer. And we got Porzingis, which is crazy. That's not someone I expected. But I'd like Porzingis when he's healthy. So, is he going to be healthy? Yeah. Should blow that trophy photo up and give it to him. Speaking of. This is the real trophy. I stole it from the Seahawks. Porzingis is in the Bay now, which means he will be injured even more than usual. Yeah, keep him away from the electrical substations, dude. All right? Keep him away. Rye guy, come here. I'm going to bonk you with this, dude. I'm going to bonk you. Right here, right now. You get bonked. Okay? We're losing viewers fast, folks. All right. Anyways, what else is up, dude? What else is up? Are the Warriors just gonna? Are they just tanking? Was that just a give up move? I don't know. You know, because Porzingis is good when he's healthy. He's good. He's not bad. I was just catching up on the Discord. That's funny. That's funny. I don't even know what else to say, man. Give him the trophy photo? Maybe I will. Done with Kerr. Such a moron. He can't develop anyone. Yeah, we talked about this. I disagree. I don't think Kerr's the problem. I actually made a TikTok about it. But there's not a single player that he supposedly couldn't develop or held back that went on to have success. Like going back, Eric Paschal, Damian Jones, like all these players, man, Wiseman, half of them end up playing overseas or out of the league. And I don't know why he doesn't get credit for Draymond, Kevon Looney. I think even Moses Moody. Moses Moody obviously is, decently high draft pick. We want like a lot from him, but he's solid. He's not, terrible, and he's sustained himself in this league. I just think it's a narrative that everyone runs with, and I think it's because of how the Warriors are set up. I don't think it's because of him. I think it's just like they ran with the same core for so long that it's natural to be like, what's next? So that's something that people keep looking to, not realizing that most teams never even get that core, let alone develop all their young players. Like it's to me, it's an unfair critique when what coaches are out there just developing stars? None. Yeah, I don't know. Are you going to Fans Fest? I don't know yet. I don't remember the date, but I think I was working that day and it was going to be hard to get out of because I have other days off I'm taking, but I might. We're less than 50 days away from opening day. The boys of summer. I can't wait, man. Can't wait for baseball. I heard Porzingis bought a house next to Levi Stadium by the electrical station. Paschal is a 2019-2020 legend. WBC's in 23 days? Oh, let's see the team roster for USA. Dang, this is just showing. Let me see. I found it on Reddit. Whoa. Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw is going to play? I don't know why these don't have names. Cal Raleigh and Will Smith. Two good catchers. Mason Miller, Bednar, Paul Skeens, Logan Webb, Waka, Garrett Whitlock, infielders, Bregman, Gunner, Paul Goldschmidt. Man, we got a lot of old guys, man. Is Bryce actually going to play? Bobby Witt Jr., Byron Buxton, PCA, Aaron Judge. We got a squad, dude. I mean, a lot of them are a little too old. But we got a squad. Mark DeRosa managing. Brian McCann on the staff. Dude, we got a squad on the staff. Andy Pettitte? Come on. We got a squad on the staff. Oh, we got Corbin Carroll too. I like this team. I might actually root for this team. I forgot who I was rooting for last time. Like, obviously, as an American, I'm going to, somewhat root for USA, but I forgot what team it was I really liked last time. Was it Puerto Rico? Oh, Scooble too? Dang, yeah, we got a squad. We got a squad. Yeah, that's darn good, dude. Whoa, DoorDash and McDonald's, dude. I can't. We just talked about it. I'll do it. I have to do it next week, dude. I already ate. I can't. I'll do it. I promise I'll do it next week. Do not send me any more money. Do not send me any more money. I will do it next week. No matter, even if I forget next week and accidentally eat, I'll still just DoorDash McDonald's. But I can't today. I just ate. Don't send me any more money. In fact, you can ask for a refund on that one. I don't know how to do that, but do it. All right. I feel like a lot of people hate Kerr weren't around before 2015. Yeah, it's hard to find a good coach, man. They blew letting Draymond run everyone off, especially talent they hadn't drafted and developed for continuity like Poole. I mean, Poole's not doing anything, you know? And Draymond, you know, he got us 4 championships. Let's go Team USA, Team Nicaragua. You going to have a stand again? I'm not going to have a stand. I'm not prepared for that, unfortunately. He didn't draft Draymond. I know, but he developed him. And Looney ain't what? Nothing special? Looney ain't nothing special? He's drafting these scrubs. Kerr's not doing the drafting. Like, what coach would you compare him to that is developing all these fantastic players? Kershaw will do mop-up roles since he doesn't have to worry about pitching next year. He can go when USA is up or down by a lot. Yeah, true. Their hat is way better this year. They're using a red brim. I didn't see it yet. Get a dessert. I can't. I got desserts in the fridge. I got everything. No, stop sending me money, man. You have to watch this. Too funny. Copy and paste. We'll totally laugh. All right. I don't see anything. I was at the 2013 WBC Dominican Republic Puerto Rico Championship game. Dude, that's dope. Get a refund. 2-team sports owner. Yeah, get a refund, dude. I can't do McDonald's tonight. I can't do it. Get your refund, dude. Yell at YouTube. Be like, this guy did not get the McDonald's, but I will get it next week. I will get it next week. Next week, I'm going to set an alarm so I don't eat right before because I totally forgot. But next week, we'll do it. I'll go crazy. I'll get food. I'll eat it on the stream. I will DoorDash during the stream. I'll eat it on the stream. I'll get a Sunday maybe or a McFlurry. I don't know. I'll get something. DoorDash some Trader Joe's. It's like quarter of organic cashews and quarter pound. How do I send my life savings to you again? Bro, stop. Don't send me money. Don't send me money. You can become a member on the channel and get bonus behind the scenes episodes if you want to support. MLB spring training hats are trash this year. I'm sure they are. I haven't seen them yet, but I know they are because all the hats are trash. The Super Bowl hats were trash. Everything Fanatics touches is trash. New Era's going down the drain, dude. All these companies. By the way, I bought tickets to see the Lakers against the Kings. I'm a Lakers fan. Oh, Dave from Elk Grove is a Lakers fan. If you don't get it next week, I'm donating $100, dude. Don't do that. What is your name, stranger? Who are you? No work tomorrow, so I'm drinking right now, so you better stay on to at least midnight. Oh, it's a long one. I'm already hot and sweaty. And I only got this LaCroix to satiate me. Satiate the right word? I don't know. But LaCroix. Colors completely coincidental. Not chosen. This is the only LaCroix I had. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Maybe you guys can we can partner up and I will have my own flavor and it'll be red and gold can. All right. I need to donate for you to order now. I can't order now. I'm trying to lose weight. I already ate today and I have extra food in the fridge. I have food and dessert in the fridge that's going to go bad if I eat anything else. Okay. All right, let's do... Speaking of Draymond, courtesy of Gamer Athletics, I will do an unboxing. This is the Draymond Green Michigan State bobblehead. Now, look, I'll be honest. I'm a Draymond Green stan. I love Draymond Green. Okay? I've always had a thing for those types of players. I love Dennis Rodman. I used to have a Dennis Rodman shirt in middle school that I used to wear all the time. I loved Charles Oakley. I loved Anthony Mason. I don't love that. Like, I'm not a fan of them, but I love the fact that people like Dylan Brooks, Pat Beverly, I love that they exist. I love that type of player. I like the disruptors. I like those types of players. So Draymond being our disruptor, I'm a big fan of him. And I think ball knowers know how important he is. I think non-ball knowers don't have a clue. Smells like paint. Fresh paint on this bad boy. Dude, this one is actually incredibly... well, it's a little slide, but the quality of this is actually, for a giveaway, is really good. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to hit the mic. In the Michigan State Spartans jersey. Gamer Athletics got me this at the team store, so I didn't get to go to the game to get the giveaway version. But I don't know if this one did, but I didn't even realize that the giveaway version sometimes will have the ad and then the team store one won't. So I'd rather have the team store one than the giveaway with the ad. Oh, I hear the Jets, guys. I hear the flyover Jets from the Super Bowl. They're taking back off from Moffitt Field. So they actually they did the flyover, landed at Moffitt. Now I think they're probably flying back to Lemoore, maybe? Travis? I don't know where, but I just heard them taking off. I'm not too far from Moffitt Field, so I can actually hear the Jets when they take off. But anyways, nice bobblehead there. What do you guys think? Do I only have 2 Draymond bobbleheads? I mean, freaking champ, dude. You know, see how this one has the ad here? So I think if you get the team store ones, they don't. But dude, I love Draymond. I love him. The sport needs bad guys. The sport needs people like that. Do I only have those 2? For some reason, I thought I had a 3rd Draymond bobblehead, but I can't even picture what it would be, so I'm probably wrong. In my head, that was the number. Whatever. For those of you that missed it, I do have this, though. All right, let's put the Draymond up. I'll put both Draymond. Nah, it won't fit. I'll put Draymond here for now. This is actually, so what's funny is this is not part of what I want my set to be. I just haven't cleaned these or put them away anywhere. So it's just grown over time as I do the Sunday night live stream and I show off a bobblehead. I just end up putting it here because I have nowhere else to put it. But I'm still building my trophy case. And eventually, of course, this will be the centerpiece of that trophy case, Bobble Cheeks, because it is the best one out there. And finally, after over a year and a half, I'm almost done with this video that will explain this. A year and a half later, dude. All right? And that's because your boy works full time. And that's that. Just took out a loan to donate to the DoorDash next week. Losing weight is horrible. Gain season all year. Just robbed a bank? Oh, don't do it. Did you love it? Yeah, Meta World Peace. I mean, I didn't like when he changed his name, but Ron Artest? Yes, absolutely love. If you're Robin Banks, you want to donate money, you're more than welcome to donate to me. Any money you like. Starving photographer. Sold my body, so I did. Dang, you sold your body? What's up, Marie? You missed my Gamer Athletics Love Fest. I'm not going to do it again. That Draymond Michigan State bobblehead didn't come with a specific sponsor. Oh, okay. You had the trolley Draymond bobblehead from the season ticket holder pack. Did I? I forgot where I put that pack. There was the Draymond one was in there? I guess it was. It had to be. Yeah, you're probably right. Diosa knows my stuff more than I do. Speaking of AI, I think I already showed this. My mini AI. And then I have the old school Bobble AI. 2001 MVP. AI was my favorite player as a kid, so I have a lot of AI stuff. I have an AI Slam magazine cover on my wall. But guess what? The Sixers were never my favorite team. I was always a Warriors fan. Boom, he's loyal. Boom, he practiced what he preaches. Looks just like me. What love fest? I did a love fest for Gabe earlier in the stream. I still got a cough, folks. You know? Still got a cough, folks. Anyways, what else, dude? What else are we talking about? I was trolling people about the Bad Bunny concert. That was fun. You know? What else was I gonna talk about, dude? Your boy's brain don't work so good. You know? Your boy's brain don't work so good. I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about, dude. You know? What else is going on? You know? What else are we talking about? What's up, folks? What do you guys want to talk about? I'm so ready for baseball season. Me too. But if the Dodgers win it all again, if they three-peat, I just don't know if I can do it. I just don't know. I don't know if I can do it again. I don't know if I can put up with another Dodgers World Series. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can do it. LaCroix, everybody, not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Better than Kaisenet. That's why he walked away, because I was coming up on his heels. He had to go find himself and write a book and design trousers. NBA trade deadline gets crazier every year. I feel like this trade deadline was just like really hard to predict. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like I didn't even consider Porzingis for the Warriors. We still have 50 feet of snow. We're supposed to have 40-degree weather for 3 days straight, so maybe 50 feet will finally melt. Hopefully. Just heads up that the cable car is not a trolley. Oh, he called him out. Ballers home opener in 100 days. We don't have to worry because after next thing there won't be baseball for 2 years. Yeah, world is going to come to an end and baseball is going to mess everything up. Yeah. Diosa, you're not good in his eyes. Actually, he'll forever hold that against you. So you really misstepped there. You really misstepped, dude. Oh, that was bad. Um, that was real bad. So, anyways, what else is up? What else are we talking about here? We talking about this incredible touchdown? Multiple teams trying to stop him, and he's still in there. Is that what we're talking about? You know? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking simple questions. Simple questions. Did you watch Rise of the Niners? I haven't watched it yet. No. I didn't think I had the AMC Plus add-on, so I gotta add that to something. You know what I am watching though? This is out of left field, not a left field if you know me, but like left field in this live stream. There's a show called Manhunt on Apple TV about John Wilkes Booth after he assassinates Lincoln and he's on the run. Phenomenal series. It's I think 7 episodes. I'm only halfway through, and it's just a mini series. So far, phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I believe minor league baseball is still going on. That's true, dude. We got to embrace minor leagues. The A's have. They play like minor leagues. You know, they've embraced it. Gabe AI pictures more entertaining than the Super Bowl this year. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys. I don't know what is AI about this. That is a pylon photo. This is real. This is as real as it gets, dude. This is as real as it gets. He's the first person to ever score 12 points on a single play. He did the halftime show. He kicked the most field goals in Super Bowl history. And he raised the trophy surrounded by adoring fans. Give it up to him and stop calling it AI. Give him his credit, dude. How would you feel if all your accomplishments in life, people just called it AI? Huh? Bay Area throwbacks? Oh, you're my favorite teacher. All those letters and drawings and stuff you get. And people are like, that's AI, dude. There's no way. All right? Let's not disrespect the kid like that. Only thing missing is the Getty Images watermark. Well, luckily I'm a professional, so I get the full photos from Getty, and I get high quality the full thing because I'm authorized user, and so I get the real photos, and I got the backstage photos with Ricky Martin, all the touchdowns. The field goals, I was there for all of it, I love that Gabe rep last dive bar after he won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Gabe's projected to be drafted second after. I mean, drafting him second would be insane. Mendoza can't do this. I've never seen Mendoza score on 5 teams at once. I've never seen Mendoza score 12 points on a single play against 5 teams. You want to show me a real confirmed photo like this one is of Mendoza doing anything of the sort? Then I'll listen. But until then, nah, dude. And that's that. Have you heard of the Australian TV series called Underbelly? I have not. Should I look into it? Speaking of, thanks for reminding me, Shot Simple. Are you going to meet me there or what? Are we going to Melbourne? We going to Melbourne, dude? The NFL's first ever regular season game in Australia will be played at the iconic Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG. Okay. Just upload a photo to the Discord. At least we know that their Super Bowl t-shirt is ugly. There's one called Underbelly Razor, set in Sydney in 20s and 30s. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I'm going to look into that. Underbelly. Underbelly. Oh, here's the shirt. I like the simple shirts. I don't mind the shirt so much. What is that, a towel? Like a beach towel or a rally towel? I don't really like the hat. The hat's okay, actually. I don't mind the simple shirts. I don't mind the shirt. It's okay. It's definitely not inspired. Definitely not inspired. But anyways, we're going back to Melbourne. Carmazzi instead of Gabe. That was such a miss. I don't like Puka Nakua's smile, dude. I'll just go ahead and say it. Okay? I don't like that he shaves his face totally with the long hair. It just looks weird to me. I hate the Rams uniforms. I think they're ugly as sin. So there's just nothing about them I like. But man, it would be cool to go to this game. Maybe if I make a lot of money before now and whenever this is. But I will tell you what's BS about this is I told you guys I got rid of my season tickets, but not before they gave me the invoice for 2026 season tickets, right? Which I just didn't pay. And there was no change in price. There was no one less game we had to pay for. The ticket prices went up. But now, thank goodness I didn't buy them when we were going to lose a home game and still have to pay the same price. No discount, no credit, no nothing. Get out of here, dude. You know? It's all a scam, dude. It's all a scam, folks. But it would be cool to go to that game. Okay? And that's that, dude. Talk to my lawyers. Puka shot a shot at Sidney Sweeney, so he's a legend in my book. You would like him. Big blob of ink. Where's the color? Yeah. See, the thing is, Paul, I kind of like that. I don't like a lot of color, but the design itself is definitely uninspiring. Didn't he become a goat farmer? He did. I'm also a goat farmer. When is opening day for the Ballers, and will ticket prices skyrocket? I don't think they'll skyrocket, but Diosa said it's in 100 days, whenever that is. I can't do math. Basically, a crime series based on true crime events that happened in Australia. Squizzy. Yeah, dude, you guys would have a show called Squizzy. Classic. Squizzy. Crime series based on true crime events. So it's like each episode or each series is like a different story. Oh, true. I mean, not in the NFL, but I'll definitely tag along. Dude, if I can go, I would love to go. If people donate more for McDonald's, maybe I can go. They can get a supersonic plane to finally work. I think we're going to have expansion in the NFL. Clearly, I mean it. It's completely obvious that's what they're going to do, and there's going. Yeah, they definitely. I mean, they want to. MCG is a pretty dope stadium. Oh yeah, let me look it up. Melbourne. So I wonder how they're going to do it, because, you know, cricket has the round, what do you call it? Pitch? Do you call it a pitch? Field? Whatever you call it. It's so interesting to just see like a completely round venue, you know, because we don't see them like that really. Like the Oakland Coliseum was like the closest to round. Dude, that place, Melbourne looks cool, man. This would be awesome. I like the lights. Dude, it's just so interesting to just have like no breaks. And it's just like a total circle. But I wonder how they're going to do it with the field, you know? Like, I wonder if they're going to put grandstands. Of course, I picked the smallest one. But I wonder if they'll put like grandstands, you know, to like line the field. Or are they just going to keep the fattest sideline in the history of the game? You know? You're just going to have fat, big hunk. Are you just going to have big hunking sidelines, dude? Or what? Words like that are so funny to me. Dude, you'd have to have the fattest sidelines of all time. They should have a demolition derby here. Bring cars in and let them do a demolition derby. Dude, I want to go though. I want to go. I'm gonna go farm because I'm the GOAT. So you farm yourself? Doesn't make sense, dude. Rams home game in Melbourne. Is it a Rams home game? I heard it was a Niners home game. But either way, then the Rams fans are getting screwed. So it's not about the Niners. It's about just the team. Season ticket holders are being screwed. That's all that I know. Unless they get a credit or something. Round stadium, though, made for cricket AFL. Going to Warriors Nets on March 25th as a late birthday gift. Dude, have fun. Al Horford bobblehead. Latino Heritage Night special ticket. What do you get with the special ticket? Squizzy was the name of the guy the series is based off of. There's Underbelly Razor, which is 10 or so eps. Then Underbelly Squizzy is... Oh, okay. So each one is like a different story. That's dope. Hopefully I have a better chance to win since it's against the Nets. And they wear the town jerseys. Nice. I know you're young kids, so I know you remember the Vet and Three Rivers. All of those stadiums are round stadiums. They were round outside, but they didn't have a round... They didn't have a round pitch, you know? Like, yeah, the outside was round. Bonk me so Dylan can go to bed. By the way, go get some McDonald's. Dude, you guys. Like, look. Here's Three Rivers. I mean, like, Three Rivers, Riverfront. All those were round on the outside, but not on the inside. Round on the outside. Round on the outside, not on the inside. Round on the outside, not on the inside. All right, ice cream paint job, dude. Get out of here. See, like there were stands like right there. So imagine if that outfield wall just kept going as a circle. Imagine how big that, like the Oakland Coliseum had the biggest foul territory because it was the roundest, but they weren't actually. So what I'm saying is on the round pitch field, whatever you call it, are they going to put stands, like temporary stands like this? You know, sort of like if you saw my video at the Alamo Dome when they did back home in the Dome, Spurs Warriors, they put temporary seating, or the baseball game at the NASCAR track, right? You put seating in there. So what they could do is maybe take half the cricket field and put one half, sort of like the Spurs used to do in the Alamo Dome, make half giant temporary seating. I don't know. But, you know, we'll figure it out, dude. We'll figure it out, you know. I'll get to work and I'll figure that out. Said it's going to be like the old cookie cutter stadiums on steroids. Yeah. Yeah, Three Rivers, Riverfront, they all were not round in the middle. Let's look at Riverfront. Look at this. Look at this. You kids are going to have to build me a trophy case. Okay? Look at that. That is not round. I'm talking about the field. So they're going to have to do some kind of weird setup. They're going to have to do temporary seating or something like that. Yes, the stadium is round, not the field. That is what I'm talking about. I loved Riverfront, by the way. It was so ugly and stupid, and Marge shot and all those, But Barry Larkin was my favorite player, or my favorite shortstop. Not my favorite player, but my favorite shortstop. And I used his glove, all right, to go to multiple All-Star games as a kid. Talk to my lawyers. I think you're right. Fred Warner and Puka were joking the Rams not losing a home game, so Rams-Niners games is so 5 more Niners fans. Said it's going to be like the old cook killer. Yeah, bonk me. Dave, don't do it. Yes, my silly country calls football soccer too. Oh. ST gets you a special shirt as like artwork for Latino Heritage tonight. That's cool. Show it in the Discord when you get it. They were round. The seats moved. Seats moved just like RFK. I don't think these seats moved at Riverfront. So the seats moved at Candlestick. The seats moved at Oakland Coliseum. There's a few where they did move. I don't think Riverfront and Three Rivers seats moved, though. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Oh, no. Maybe they did. Here's the setup. But see, I think these might have been temporary right here. And they brought in temporary right here. So it's not a circle. Anaheim, I think, had moving seats as well when the Rams played there. But did I don't even know, did the Bungles play at Riverfront? I don't know. I guess I could look it up, huh? Not be stupid. Is this Bengals? So yeah, not round. Not round. Build me a trophy case. Woo! Okay, the seats move, but either way, they're going to have to bring seats in. That was exactly what I was saying. So I win again. LaCroix, everybody. The drink of winners. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. No, but yeah, they're going to have to. If you put a field here, it's just going to have the. No configuration makes sense. What I'm thinking is, look, if they put. Let's say they tuck the field to one side, right? So the field is like this. And then they do temporary giant grandstand right here. Like a freaking NASCAR grandstand on the sideline on one side. I could see something like that, which is like how they used to do look, Alamo Dome, Spurs. So when I went to the game, this was the configuration, which was not original. But I'll show you what they did originally. Dang it. Load. All right, so they did this with these temporary little rinky-dink seats, right? Because it was trying to break the attendance record. But what they originally did, let's see if I can get a good shot of it. They cut off half the Alamo Dome. This might be like the only good. Oh, it's tiny. Is this? No, that's the Rogers Dome, but they did the same thing there. Dang it, I'm trying to find a good. Basically, they cut off half the dome with a big grandstand and a curtain. Dang it. This is the best shot and it's tiny. Oh, wait. Here we go. Sorry, this wasn't the same one. There was a good one. So behind this curtain was a whole half of an empty stadium. So obviously this is more extreme because it's a basketball court, so it's tiny. But they could possibly cut off half the stadium with seating, is my thing. I'm going to go for the record for the largest football attendance. All right, then it's going to have the largest... It's going to have the largest sidelines the world has ever seen. Or they can do it like the other Alamo Dome game and just put little tiny little... they can do it like this and put little tiny grandstands around. But it would be weird. And maybe they will. But it would be really weird to have this big of a sideline. Why is it like tiny? Or why is it bad quality all of a sudden? Must have been looking at a different picture. I don't know. Whatever. Here, wait. Did I close it? Is that why? There. So if you have the football field going right down the middle, dude, that's the biggest sidelines of all time. So I don't know why. They should have helicopters hold a giant curtain. What's this for? This is for this game next season. They literally just plonk a rectangle field in the middle. Play some games in Las Vegas. Are they? Seeing Raider seats at the Oakland Coliseum parking lot was legendary. Yeah. They could, they won't. It would be just grass. So they're really going to just have giant sidelines? I can't wait to see it. They're also going to have a huge sideline. Oh, okay. I don't know why you guys are arguing. I was wondering what the configuration's going to be, and you guys are yelling at me. They're going to go for the largest attendance in football history. It holds 100,000 seats in the normal capacity. All right. I mean, they can still do that and not have giant sidelines. Avaholic, that is Melbourne Cricket Grounds, where the Australia game is going to be next year. You might need binoculars, yeah. None of these stadiums are as good as Arco Park would have been. For real. For the largest attendance guarantee, they're going to put luxury boxes on the grass field. Yeah, you know what they did at they did that at the Speedway Classic too. Right? So on a smaller scale, I could see something like all the VIPs up close. Cause that's how the Alamo Dome game was. You know, all the friends and family were in the little temporary stands in the front. So I could see them maybe put little stands like this, like near the sidelines. But like they can't sell the seats directly behind those if that's the case, you know. So I don't know. It'll be strange to see the setup. I'm anxious to see it. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of far seats just like this. That place is huge. Australia's gonna be some insane travel. I wonder how many people are gonna not realize how long the flight is and be late for the game. They'd be like, we'll fly the night before, and then miss the game. What's the point in going to Sydney and trying to break the all-time attendance record if they don't do it the right way? There's no point in going to Sydney if you don't want to break the record. Okay. Better play their week 0. It's in Australia. Nah, it'll be cool though. I mean, I would love to go. You know, I still want a Mexico City game. I was never able to go to one. In Estadio Azteca. But you know, like I want to go to all the MLB games at the special venues. But you know, it'd be cool to start doing the NFL ones as well. I just don't know. Don't know if I can. I don't know. I feel like it's probably pretty pricey to get to Australia from here. Maybe not though. What else do I have that's fun? Did I show? Yeah, I showed you guys the pins. I showed you guys the bobblehead. Okay, I already did that. Okay, okay, we're rocking, we're rolling. I'm just looking for other fun stuff to share. Oh, I like these. Speaking of the World Baseball Classic, I wish these were real. These are not real. But I wish, for the love of God, I wish they were. These go hard. I like these a lot. It's only 14 hours. That's it. Mexico City would be fun. Yeah. We're not going to get a Mexico game for a couple years. Yeah. But I mean, what have we gotten? We gotten Mexico City, London a couple times, right? This is the first Australian game. Was there any others? Wasn't there one in Germany? Or am I tripping? Am I thinking of something else? But yeah, these go hard. I like these jerseys. I like those a lot. There was some other jerseys. One of these days I'm gonna go over. There's some cool jerseys to check out. Like concepts, rather. You know, I like to see the concepts. I like see the independent designers' renditions. Yeah. What do you guys think of these concepts? What do you guys think of these for the Titans? The Titans are supposedly getting a whole new look. I think these are pretty dope. Like, it just sucks because it's like I just think the Oilers colors should be Houston's colors. You know, like I don't like that they took the identity. You know, those oil fields of Tennessee. So it's like I wish these were the Texans colors. But I do love these colors, so it would be cool to see him come back also. But I want to see him in Houston. That's the problem. Germany, Ireland, Spain? No, I don't pay attention to the international games that much, so I just didn't, you know. Bonk me, Dylan, with that hammer. It was not the hammer, it's the freaking Lombardi, dude. Bonk, 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 Dave. That sucks for Houston if they just completely copy the Oilers. I know, but the thing is they own the identity, which sucks. Like I wish they would give it away or sell it or trade it back to them. So it sucks, but I really do like this. I think this is an awesome concept. You know. Did you hear the rumor that they were going to include the oil rig in the logo as well? Yeah, I did hear that. Actually there's this other concept someone did of the logo with the alternate T with the Oilers hidden in it, which is really cool. It's just not, it doesn't fit Tennessee. It should go back to Houston. I wish they would make a deal with the Texans to like sell them back the identity. it just sucks that the Titans are just holding on to it, you know? Even Houston made a comment about how rules at Tennessee wear their colors a bunch of. That's like the Colts were in Baltimore. Yeah. Soccer at MCG. All right. Sheesh. That is crazy. Dang it. My browser's like dying. My browser crashed. I am. Don't donate. Don't donate. Don't donate. I'm looking it up. Here we go. Dude, that is crazy. Like, even with a giant soccer pitch, look how far the sidelines are. It's wild. Dude, is that a screen up there? That's cool. I feel like with a configuration like this, they should have more fan sections on the field, like standing room only sections, you know what I mean? I think that would be cool. Like Gabriel, he was standing room VIP. Or I think they got seats at the Oakland Roots game. He was VIP. I was up in the stands with the peasants. You know. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, if the soccer pitch is like almost double the size of football field, something like that. Let's see. Dude, freaking cricket is crazy. Look at this. Basketball court, hockey rink, football field. Oh, that's a rugby pitch. Doesn't even show. Doesn't even show soccer. Well, that's annoying. It's got to be a good. Why is there no good comparisons? It seems like such an easy search. You know, seems like such an easy search. So soccer fields are between 75 and 100 yards in width, while American football fields are 53 and a third yards. Anyways. Why it wouldn't let me type that? That's right. It's actually what they're going to do. Go for the largest football attendance guaranteed. Hate being right all the time. You're not, though. You're not. We'll see. And all I said was if they don't put stands in, it's going to be the largest sidelines ever. I didn't make a stand. All right? I think they will put at least... I'll go on record. My prediction is they will do small... Either small seating around for like VIPs like they did at the Alamo Dome game, or one giant side that cuts it off. But if they're for the attendance being a part of it, then it's going to be, they'll try to keep as much of it open as possible. So they'll just have small VIP bleachers around. I'm right again. Woo! And all I said was I'm interested to see how they do it, dude. I wasn't trying to fight with you guys. Goodness. Yeah, for the soccer setup, it would be super cool to have more like fans on the field in sections. Soccer pitch that much bigger? Yeah, it's much bigger. I think this is a good comparison. Yeah. So they're about the same length. They're just soccer's much wider. So nearly double. So if you take this, it's like cut it off like right here. Like right there. That'll be the sidelines. It would be kind of cool though if they did like, if they do have the big sidelines, if they did like rally groups in or whatever. I don't know, some kind of rally thing between. It would be cool. Or like have bands, like a marching band type vibe. I don't know if you guys even have that there. What do the Australians do? Have some rugby players doing the haka out there. I don't know. Yes, basketball courts are tiny. Rugby and soccer play on the same size pitch. I didn't know that. Canadian football, the Canadian Football League plays. Their field is wider and longer. I think. Essentially, that with the box on a soccer pitch. Rugby stages host soccer games too. Yeah, you see that. So the Rams were able to play at that soccer stadium because football field is smaller but not taller. Yeah. No, the Rams played at the LA Coliseum. The Chargers played at a StubHub Center, or whatever they call it now. It has a different name now. Where the LA Galaxy play. I went to a game. I did a video there. Me and my brother. I have gone to some of the special football games. Yeah, we went to a game at the LA Coliseum, Rams, Niners, and StubHub Center, Chargers, Chiefs, which was fun. They were both very fun. What up, Ruben? You missed everything. Got a big day tomorrow night, y'all. All right, Diosa. Peace. I hope you enjoyed the Henry J. Kaiser Center. Haka is a New Zealand thing. I know, but isn't there a lot of Polynesians there? I have a lot of Polynesian friends, so I thought Australia had a big Polynesian population. You know? That's what I thought. I'm just chilling. Had a lot of Tongans in my high school. Seen the haka before. Yep. New Zealand's the one that has the black shirts. The ones that do the war paint and the dance. Yeah, I know they're big with it. But yeah, we used to have people do the haka too. All the Kiwis move across the ditch to Australia. You're right there. Yeah, no, a lot of my best friends are Tongan, so you know. If you guys know C's, he's been in a bunch of my videos. He did the theme song. He did the theme song to the channel, my intro theme song beat. Did a lot of production of my music stuff. If you ever heard that, one of my good friends, he is Tongan. He's Tongan in black, actually. to be specific. But I did, when the 49ers lost the Super Bowl, the 2019 season in 2020, I did a live stream with all my Tongan friends. You know, with their kava club, you know. That was not a fun live stream. I'll tell you what. It was fun for a while when we were up 10. That was fun. Man. Love your intro. Very talented. Thank you. You know, he did the beat. He did the beat. What up, Jonathan? Remember when they found Australia? It was an English colony. I don't know what else to talk about, dude. I do like my pin, okay? Underwhelming Super Bowl, but I do like my pin. Oh, I was going to talk about more halftime shows, and I totally forgot. What an idiot. What a stupid idiot. I was going to just talk about some of my favorites, and I was going to see what your favorites were, because I did enjoy Bad Bunny, even though I don't know his music like that. The performance was great. But it's like the classic go-to, rightfully so, is Prince, you know, doing Purple Rain in the Rain. It was just, whoa, you know, it was like written. It was like it was written in the stars, dude. It was phenomenal. I enjoyed Kendrick. I'm a big Kendrick fan, so, you know, I enjoyed Kendrick. I like the LA one with Dr. Dre and Snoop and 50 Cent and all that. That was good. Rihanna I really liked. But like other than that, I can't think of too many that I was really into. It's like 80% of the time it's never performers I'm really into. It's just like whatever. They're just like mainstream, you know. I think Coldplay was fine. Bruno Mars was fine. The Weeknd was pretty good. I can't even remember some of the ones when I was a kid. The Michael Jackson one, of course, was a big deal, but it's really just his intro when he stood there for 2 minutes or whatever. But I'm trying to think, like, what other ones were really good? There was one that was it Elton John? It was someone that killed it, I remember, but like my memory is not, you know. Couldn't tell you one single big Bad Bunny song. Yeah, I don't know any of his songs, but I thought he was great. Halftime show is SoFi, yeah. Huge Polynesian communities in Utah, yeah, for sure. I know a bunch of my friends like move back and forth to Utah, or they have family in Utah. Numbers in for the music concert. He just beat Michael Jackson. 200 million views. Michael Jackson 133 million. That's crazy. Yeah, Prince killed it. America spoke. We love people of all shapes and sizes. Snaps for that, dude. I loved Kendrick. I thought Kendrick was great. In Sync, I don't really remember their show, to be honest. I remember Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Usher, I can't remember if I liked the Usher one or not. I like Usher, though, so it was probably fine. I didn't like the Rihanna one, but she was pregnant, so I'll give her a pass. Yeah, I thought the set was really dope, and I really like Rihanna. I'm a big Rihanna fan. Love her music, so I like that one. But yeah, she didn't go crazy because she was pregnant. Didn't she announced it at the show, right? But yeah. Springsteen? Wasn't crazy about the Kendrick one? No? I love the Kendrick one. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just like, mostly they're not that memorable to me, you know? Like, most of the time it's not someone I'm like really super into anyways. So it's like, whatever, you know? Britney Spears? When did she perform? I do not remember Britney Spears. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I remember that. I like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, Bruno Mars was great. I'm not a huge fan of his music. he's incredibly talented, but I feel like his music feels like AI generated. Like it's too like surface level and polished. And I've always liked artists that have a little grit to them. And he's too like pristine, if that makes any sense. That's why I like Rihanna. She has a tiny bit of gravel in her voice. She has a little bit of an accent. I always liked Louis Armstrong, terrible voice. Gladys Knight had that like raspiness to her voice when she really hit those notes, you know? Like I really like a little grit. So Bruno Mars is like too dang good. He's like too perfect. I sort of remember the Rolling Stones, but I can't remember which Super Bowl. Janet Jackson performance. Didn't watch the halftime shows. You still regret it? I watched it live. I remember. Like when I was a kid, it was a lot of older artists. Yeah, there's a lot of they used to do like legacy acts more, and then ever since Rock Nation took it over, they do more like contemporary. Feel bad for The Weeknd. He had to perform basically in an empty stadium. I forgot that was, huh? I forgot about that. The production of it was pretty cool though. Was it Bruno Mars was when the Broncos were getting destroyed? Dude, a Kanye halftime show would have been dope before he lost his mind. It would have been dope. Saving my trash talk for Patriots fans and Dodgers fans, since you guys got your get back a little bit. Lady Gaga was really great. Dang, I can't remember her performance at all either, but I think I remember liking it. But it's just like those artists, like Lady Gaga, I respect her and all that, but I don't listen to Lady Gaga. Like, so it's like those halftime shows, it's like I don't commit it to memory because I'm like, I don't really know her stuff like that. So I feel like it'll probably be the same with Bad Bunny, but I thought it was a really entertaining show. But like Kendrick, I love Kendrick, so it's like I'll remember that more, you know? If that makes any sense. Britney was with Aerosmith in sync. Oh, the medley. I do remember I enjoyed the medley. I forgot about that. Was like the Pepsi medley or whatever. Still waiting for the Messy Marv halftime show. That's what I'm talking about, dude. The Jackers should have got a halftime show. It wasn't fair. Kanye easily would have hosted a halftime show before he went insane. Yeah, no, Kanye was on the list. He had to be. Oh, Black Eyed Peas I didn't like. I don't like Black Eyed Peas. I can't stand Black Eyed Peas music. After Janet, there's a string of older safe groups. That's right. Tom Petty. I forgot. They were like, oh, we can't do that again. Lady Gaga did a good job. I'm the same. Don't care about her music. Yeah. Oh, Maroon 5 was good. I forgot about Maroon 5 was good. Pink. I think Pink did a medley also. Did they do why can I picture, maybe this wasn't the Super Bowl, maybe it's something else, but the Lady Marmalade, what the heck's it called? The burlesque thing, what the heck was it called? I keep wanting to say Chicago, but it's obviously not Chicago. That's another musical. The musical thing. And they did the soundtrack, and they had the Lady Marmalade. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, Katy Perry. Katy Perry had the shark, right? The Sharks? That one was cool. Oh, Bruno Mars was with Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. I think I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers part better then. Beyonce was dope. Dude, I do not remember Madonna at all. CeeLo? I do not remember CeeLo, MIA, and Nicki Minaj. Maybe I didn't watch that. Okay, Black Eyed Peas I remember I don't like. I don't remember the Who performance at all. I don't really remember Springsteen. I do remember Tom Petty. Prince, of course. Paul McCartney I remember. Oh yeah, U2 was good. I'm not Pink's target demographic at all. That woman is credible. I agree. Yeah. Was it the MTV Awards? I love the Green Day pregame show. Yeah, Green Day killed it. I'll never forgive Pink for ruining my Fenway Park tour. She had a concert later that day, so half the field was covered. Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens. Moulin Rouge. That's the stupid name I couldn't think of. Moulin Rouge. Paris, France. Yeah, I remember the medley, Kings of Rock and Pop. I remember U2. I remember Shania Twain. I think that was pretty good. Shakira and J-Lo. That was dope. Shakira and J-Lo killed it. I forgot about that. Shakira and J-Lo was hella good. I remember Gloria Estefan. I wonder if these same people were complaining then. I remember Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, and Toni Braxton. It's like I can't remember that whole lineup, but I remember Phil Collins and Christina Aguilera. Man, no, there's been some good ones, man. I don't know why people complain. Like, all these right-wingers going to watch Kid Rock. And it's like, dude, stop it. You know? Puerto Rico is part of the United States. The United States does not have an official language. The Founding Fathers did not believe in that. Because we were a diverse, you know, even their racist behinds knew we were diverse. A Spanish halftime show is not a big deal, dude. I promise you guys, embracing different cultures and enjoying them and respecting and loving them is just a way better existence than just trying to stick to your bubble and being afraid of anything outside that bubble. I promise you. And I'm right. RBL Posse, halftime show. Big Voodoo Daddy, I do not remember that at all. With Gloria Estefan. 97 was the Blues Brothers. I forgot about that. That was trash. Diana Ross, I remember. Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett, Indiana Jones, and Temple of the Forbidden. They had a crossover with the new ride at Disneyland. I don't remember that part about it. I do remember the country. I remember the Clint Black, Travis Tritt. Yeah, I remember that. My dad liked country, so I remember that. Was the Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett one, was that January 29th, 95? Or was that the 95 season? So that means that would have been the halftime show at the last 49ers Super Bowl. Maybe that's why I remember it. But I remember the country lineup. So, man, I don't know. New Kids on the Block did a Super Bowl halftime show? I do not remember that. Dre and Snoop played in LA. I literally turned it on for the halftime show and turned it off before the game came back on. It's my opinion. I love the Bad Bunny show, but I understand people not being crazy about it. If you don't speak Spanish, you didn't understand one word. Kill me, but I understand people not happy. Dude, I understand people being like, oh, I wouldn't do that, or I don't like that. But like, the racism is crazy. Like, if you see the Facebook comments I've been saying, it's totally racism. I hope ICE shows up and throws him in jail. And it's like, he's an American citizen, though. He's from Puerto Rico. That's America. It's just straight up racism. It's not just because, oh, I don't understand Spanish. It's straight up racism. And the I don't understand Spanish thing is a cop-out to hide their racism. Boom! He got it again. Like, I understand. Like, dude, when, who are we talking about? There was a performer I didn't like. Oh, Black Eyed Peas. But I was like, whatever. It's not. Other people like it. Their songs are huge. Whatever. I'm not going to go on a racist tirade and do my own halftime show. It's straight up racism. And they call him woke. Like, why is he woke? Because he preaches love is stronger than hate? Nope. Not accepting it. So I totally understand people not liking Bad Bunny or wishing it wasn't in Spanish, but that's as far as it goes. If you keep going past that, there's something else at play. Taylor Swift for the Super Bowl? I'm surprised she hasn't done one, actually. I'm surprised. I took Spanish in high school. Got a few words of the halftime show. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand a thing. Taylor Swift probably won't perform till Donna. She's been friendly with MAGA supporters, so I don't think she would care. I think she may be asking for a lot because I'm sure they've approached her. It's been a discussion. Her name's been on the board for sure. I think she might be just picky and asking a lot for it. I don't know. But no, I thought it was cool. Again, my only issue with the Super Bowl, with the halftime show was the grandeur wasn't there because it was a small, confined space. But like I said, that might have been on purpose. That's why I like the Rihanna halftime show where it had the huge platforms and it was all big and just like, oh my God. This felt like this performance could have been like, it almost could have been done at the Grammys because the set was really small, you know? Oh, it is in LA next year, huh? Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Brother Lynch Hung halftime show is crazy. Dude, one hot take, I've never liked Brother Lynch Hung. All the horrorcore rap, it was never. There's like definitely some songs he has that I like, but mostly for the features. And there's some songs he's featured on that I like, but it was never because of him. All the artists that played the LA halftime show could have had their own separate halftime shows. Yeah. I'll take a Mozzie halftime show. Having a separate alternative halftime show reads Jim Crow era and apartheid BS. Yeah, agreed. Damian Marley would actually be hard. That dude, a reggae halftime show would go so hard. Like a redo of the Up in Smoke tour. Yeah, it was dope. Get tired of the word woke being used either in a negative or positive way. It's annoying. Agreed. Just felt bad that the sun hadn't set. Yeah, it was weird. The game started at the same time as most Super Bowls, right? Or was it earlier because it was West Coast? I guess it was earlier. What time did it even start? I don't know. I wasn't looking at the clock. I have no idea. I just had it on all day. Insane Clown Posse. I'm not an Insane Clown Posse fan. I respect magnets too much. I respect magnets and how they work too much to be an Insane Clown Posse fan. No, I'm not a fan. I will give them credit for building their cult following and the not the Juggalo Fest. What do they call it? Gathering of the Juggalos or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. But no, not a fan. Like Brother Lynch Hung. I like his crazy stuff he says. When I was a child listening to Eminem, felt high listening to it. Yeah, no, I get that. It's just never for me. Even like, honestly, I never liked the Eminem crazy songs. Like I never liked the song Kim. I just never was into like, but you also really like horror movies and stuff. You watch Halloween all the Halloween series every year and all that. So maybe, yeah, you're more into that. AI hologram Tupac, I'll take that. Said the game started 6:30. They really didn't actually kick the ball off till 6:45. I guess is 3:30 earlier than normal. Like if it was on the East Coast, they would start at 6 then? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was because it was West Coast. I never really put that together. Limp Bizkit back and do break stuff and tear the stadium up. Dude, I'll take Limp Bizkit and Method Man in them. Marshall Mathers LP, what an album. That's a great album. I just don't like Kim and a few other ones. I don't. His like horror type songs or like the violent songs just never did it for me. But that album is great. Anything else? Anything else to show off? Anything else to talk about? I just remember the game starting at 7. Yeah, I guess, dude. I guess it's the same. Yeah. If the game's in the middle of the country or the East Coast and they start at 6 or 7, it's already getting dark. So if they start it here, yeah, it's not dark yet. Interesting. Smash Mouth. Stop watching after they raise a 12 flag pregame. My brother's here, folks. Yeah, nah. The only silver lining is Sam Darnold redemption story. That's always cool. The rest though just sucks, dude. Just sucks. But at least the game sucked and nobody's gonna remember it. So whenever Seahawks fans try to bring it up, I'm like, what? That happened? What? When did that happen, dude? That didn't happen. That's AI. That's going to be my response. And I'll be right. And I win. Again, dude. Talk to my lawyers. LaCroix, everybody. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Once again, these colors are a coincidence. And once I get my partnership with them, we will do the red and gold can. You guys choose a flavor. I don't care. Because it's all refreshing. LaCroix, everybody. It was just a little flagpole. You would say that, right, guy? You would say that. 2001, probably my all-time favorite album. Dude, it's Shot Simple. I didn't know you were such an Aftermath West Coast hip-hop fan, dude. 2001 is a phenomenal album. Rams winning the Super Bowl next year. Don't put that evil on us, Jacob. Just ask ChatGPT. They're saying that. It was totally wrong. As an old man, the game has always started at 6:30. Yeah, I guess it's just because it's not usually on the West Coast. We only have like SoFi, which is basically indoors, and then Levi's a couple times. I don't remember. I thought Super Bowl 50 halftime show was Beyonce. Wasn't it? I don't know, dude. Football gods despise us. I'm sorry. Sheck West. Do Mo Bamba 5 times straight. all the high school football players will go crazy, dude, if Sheck West Mo Bamba is played 5 times straight. That is the number one demographic of that song. High school football players. God, I don't want that crab with the Rams. Marshall Mathers LP is 100% in my top 3. It's a great album. Does Arizona count as West Coast? Are they Pacific Standard Time? I don't think so. I think it's right after Nevada. It switches, right? Or am I wrong again? Help me. Draymond Green, everybody. All right, Michigan State Spartans. I love this bobblehead. Wait a second. Oh, for a second it looked like his arms moved. Thought it was an action figure, for crying out loud. It's a great bobblehead, though. Great pickup. Gabriel, thank you for getting it for me. What else I got coming up, dude? First of all, I'm going to yell at all of you because my Texas State History Museum video barely got any views, and it's an awesome museum, dude. There's a seat from the Astrodome. There's seats from the Texas Stadium. There is a freaking sunken ship. There's all kinds of amazing Texas history, dude. And barely anyone watched that video, and that ain't cool. All right? That ain't cool. And I got some more history stuff that's almost done, and that's going to come out. And you better sit your little derrieres down and watch them. Otherwise, my lawyers will be reaching out. And that's that, dude. And that is that. I get on this platform for years and years and pump out videos, dude. And I find a seat from the Astrodome and you guys don't show up for me. What has this channel been building to but to show a seat from the Astrodome? That's what we're all about, dude. That is the foundation of what we do here. All right? One of the next videos is going to be dealing with Civil War history. So if you don't want my radical left opinion, skip it. Okay? If you don't want my patriotic American opinion that the Confederates were traitors and General Sherman should have continued his march and then did it over 3 or 4 more times until the whole South was ablaze, and that Lincoln should have never chose Andrew Johnson as a running mate, if you don't want that opinion, then you can skip it. But go watch the other history videos. I come on here every Sunday for you guys, all right? And do way better than Kai Cenat with no sponsorships. So the least you can do is watch my history videos. And that's that. And I got some Las Vegas history coming up, dude. Oh! We're having a ball, folks. We're having a real ball here. 2001, Me Against the World. Oh, you got a good top 3, dude. What about Drake for halftime show? He would put on a phenomenal halftime show. He really would. West Coast is only California, Oregon, and Washington. They're the only ones who touch the coast. Arizona's the West, but not West Coast. I agree with that 100%. I was just referring to the time zone though. But yeah, Arizona is not West Coast. It is the West though. So in the bigger umbrella, yes, they're part of this whole thing. I know Nevada's on Pacific time, but no coast. I will take Vegas though. I'll say Vegas is West Coast just because everyone goes there. I'm taking it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Mac Miller, Divine Feminine, another great album, dude. I love Mac Miller. Texas Museum video was great. Thank you. Thank you, Bay Area Throwbacks. Thank you, Jake. Why hasn't Drake done a halftime show? Well, because since he's been big, Rock Nation has been controlling the halftime shows. And there's a little bit of behind-the-scenes politics there. Bellagio fountains don't count as a coast. I'm taking Vegas. You hyped it too? Jake's a real one. Jake is a real one. You watched your Super Bowl Fan Fest video? Thank you. I'm sorry, man. Just don't like Texas. Texas is not the first thing I said. Wake up and think I want to know more about Texas. All right. It's a great museum, though. Make a video about the Astrodome, then I'll watch it, but I don't really care about Texas. It has an Astrodome seat in it. That's all I'm saying. It's a great video. That's all I'm saying. Kai Cenat halftime show. Be him reading his notebook. History is very important. Agreed. You just dropped some Civil War facts on us? I did, dude. Because your boy's watching Manhunt on Apple TV about John Wilkes Booth. And yeah, it might be the next video. It's almost done. I have a lot of videos I'm working on. So unless I go to another sporting event soon, it'll be the next video will be a Civil War video that I filmed in Alabama. And it's going to be radical left, dude. So prepare yourselves. Oh, it's going to be Marxist radical left. All right? And that's that. And yes, I wish General Sherman continued his march and did it 3 times over, dude. And then maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. 3 albums you can listen to cover over and over. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like my favorite albums of all time, like complete albums. You have a great list. Me Against the World is probably up there. Yuckmouth, Thug Lord. That's, if you're not from the Bay, you might not know that one. I love that album all the way through. There's only one song I'm like, The rest I love. It's weird because I don't really listen to albums anymore, so I'm sure there's some recent albums, but I don't think of them as albums because I just always have it on shuffle. I mean, Kendrick Lamar, almost every album I love. There's a lot of R&B albums I really like. I can't think of any like specific albums because I'm telling you, I I don't really listen to albums anymore. I just listen to everything on shuffle, you know? YFN Lucci's latest album I really like. Sibo, Life is a Rider. There we go. That's one of my favorite Sibo albums. I like a lot of Sibo albums, actually, from back in the day. Nazis made some nasty comments at the halftime show, of course. Signia Sea Chickens won the Super Bowl on our field. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Sibo halftime show would go crazy. Beatles White Album. I've never been a huge Beatles fan. Thug Lord Slaps. See, someone knows, dude. It's one of my favorite albums. Maroon 5. Can't think of the name of the album. 2010 album. I don't know any of their albums. I just know their songs. Kendrick Section 80 is great. All Eyes on Me, great. Machiavelli, The Don Illuminati, great. 7 Day Theory. Dude, I mean, there's a lot, dude. It's just, look, a lot of the people who like this old school stuff we're talking about don't, but I'm a huge Young Thug fan. Young Thug is one of my favorite artists of all time. And he has so many songs and albums I like, but again, I listen to everything on shuffle, so I don't even know which album's which. Future, I love. Was it like Purple Rain? It was great. Yeah, there's a lot, dude. There's a lot. Oh, Sticky Fingers? Dude, this? Kirk Jones, dude. Black Trash. The autobiography of Kirk Jones. This is one of my favorite albums. He was on Eminem's album, so you may know him from that. He was in Onyx. But this album, whenever I think of great albums, I think of this album because I love this album. Right here. The album is actually like a story. It's like a movie, so he plays a character. But most of the songs you can listen to independently of the story, but then there's like skits that tie it all together. I love this album. It's great. 50 Cent, dude, Power of the Dollar, of course, his basically unreleased album, and then Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre, a lot of great albums. I'm trying to think of like what else. Lyfe Jennings' first album, phenomenal. There's a lot of like underground stuff I could talk about too. Random stuff. 8Ball and MJG. I forgot the name of the album. It's freaking fire. I listen to like mostly hip hop and R&B, so that's like my thing. There's a lot of like old albums too that would be like Duke Ellington and Louis Armstrong I like, but I can't even remember the names because it's always like live it's so and so, or I don't remember any of the names. But otherwise, it's like a lot of newer stuff or like hip hop. Messy Marv Disobeyish, one of my favorite albums. I have the album cover poster signed by Messy Marv. He's a real one, folks. And then Bandanas, Tattoos, and Tongue Rings, of course, after that. The Bullies with Fullies with Messy Marv. Bullies with Fullies with Killa Tay was also good, but I like the Messy Marv one better because Messy Marv was like my favorite rapper. E40 Hall of Game, In a Major Way. I mean, dude, we could go on forever, dude. We can go on forever. Like, I liked E40's older albums, like in the 90s, early 2000s, were really like solid albums. Grit and Grind. They were just really good, solid albums. Now I feel like his albums in the last 10, 15 years feel like compilations kind of, but I mean, they're still, obviously I love E40, but like the albums don't feel like albums. They just feel like compilations. Turf Talk's first album, Oh, there's an Aussie band called Sticky Fingers. That's funny. Yes, Sticky was on Marshall Mathers LP. Oh, Be Legit, Hempin' Ain't Easy. Breaking News is fire. Dude, I remember I got Breaking News at like 6 a.m. Oh, it was, and no, it couldn't have been 6 a.m. That's too early. Whenever Tower Records opened, I was there when it opened to buy Breaking News because, or was it Grit and Grind? Because those were back to back. It was one of those. But I remember I was up all night. Back then, I've always been a night owl. And it was one of those nights I just stayed up like all night. And I was like, I'm just going to stay up and go get this album when it comes out on a Tuesday. That was when the albums used to always come out on Tuesdays. And I went and bought the CD when Tower Records opened. Like literally I was waiting outside for the door to open. Justin Timberlake 2020. That's a good album. That's a good album. Scraper Stunners and White Tee. That's good. I prefer Disobeyish and Bandanas, Tattoos, and Tongue Rings. I know you like historical videos. Ang Lee's directing a movie about the California Gold Rush. Let's go, dude. No way, dude. Hold on. Dude, I always say, like, California Gold Rush, San Francisco history is so untapped. There was the show Warrior that just came out in the last few years. It was okay. It's kind of a hokey show. New film type Gold Mountain. Epic story about the California Gold Rush. And he's filming it. Gold Mountain in Northern California after the project received a credit. California Film Commission. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care about the financials. Production is expected to shoot extensively in Sacramento County, making it one of the most significant out-of-zone commitments under the current tax credits. Like, I don't care. Lee's film alone accounts for 50 filming days outside of the blah, 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 dude. Tell me about the story. Gold Mountain is expected to take a historically grounded look at the gold rush and adds to Lee's wide-ranging body of work, which spans intimate family dramas and visually ambitious epics. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to know where they're going to film. They need to let me do behind the scenes. That's what they need to let me do. Thanks for putting that on my radar. Gold Mountain. In Sync, No Strings Attached. The only In Sync song I really, really like is Crazy. I only know their big hits. Infinite. I don't remember if I liked Infinite or not. I know people love Mac Dre and I do too, but Messy Marv is the best Bay rapper. Messy Marv is like my favorite. Yeah, Street Novelist is hard. I mean, Mac Dre, like Genie of the Lamp, he had a lot of good albums. Three Doors Down, Away from the Sun. I don't know that one. Chance the Rapper Coloring Book. I think I like some tracks off it, but is that the one with Same Drugs? That's my favorite Chance song, Same Drugs. Learn about Be Legit, Hempin' Ain't Easy in a taxi with my drunk ass uncle and bought it after. That's funny. Listen to Mac Dre, Genie of the Lamp front to back. Except Out There. Wait, what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Except Out There with my team song? Is that the name of the song? I don't remember. Which song was that? Oh, I like this song. You didn't like this song? It's definitely not. Yeah, it was like that song's like a throwaway from the what's that one compilation he did? Dang it. There's a compilation he did. And it's always sounded like a throwaway from that. Dang, what was the name of the compilation? It was like, it wasn't very popular. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Keek the Sneak, Copium. And what was the one with Here Come Keek the Sneak? Can't think of the name of it. 3 Times Crazy, Real Talk 2000. Wait, where's the Mac Dre? I'm on Wikipedia. Now I could just name Bay albums all day long. Collaboration. What was it? Turf? No, it wasn't. It wasn't Turf Buccaneers. No, they don't have it on his Wikipedia. The one I'm thinking of. I don't think he put it out. I think he was just on it. But they did like they were doing like cowboy. It was like a cowboy motif. I don't remember. Let's see if the. I don't even think it was on Thiz, so I don't even think it'll be on this page. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, it has Same Drugs, my favorite song. Yeah, Same Drugs is my favorite Chance song for sure. If I hear anything about filming Ang Lee's movie, I'll let you know. Yeah, please let me know, man. I want to know where they're filming. Out There's a song where he talks like a farmer. Out there with my team out there slinging bees. Yeah. So does anyone remember there was a compilation around that time where it was like a whole cowboy motif. But I don't think it was on Thiz. Sizzling remix, Keek and Furl. I like Lil Wayne, Carter 2. People say Carter 3 is a favorite. I'm another newer Wayne fan. I was never a huge Wayne fan, so I don't even know his albums like that. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. Yeah, I mean. Frontline? The group Frontline? I forgot about Frontline. Wasn't what's his name in it? Was Locksmith Frontline or no? It's only finding some Christian rock label. Who's in Frontline? Was it what's his name? Dang, what's his name? He always reminded me of Money B. Now my brain, this is when my brain really gets the Frontline, Richmond, California. Yeah, it was Locksmith. Left and Locksmith. Okay. That's not the other guy. Who is Balance? I was trying to think of Balance. You guys remember Balance? I don't even know if you were talking about the same Frontline, but Thriller, of course. I actually liked what's the album before Thriller? Better? Dang it, what's it called? I never liked the song Thriller, by the way. Off the Wall, there we go. Off the Wall had just more songs I like Rock With You. So good. I think Rock With You and PYT are my two favorite Michael Jackson songs. And Another Part of Me, because they used to play it at the end of Captain EO when you were leaving the theater at Disneyland. So that song just like brings me really good memories. YBB, that's good. Farm Boys? No, Farm Boys was the Keek one. Keek had one called Farm Boys, but Mac Dre, dude, it was this lesser known compilation that sucked. And Mac Dre might not have been on every song, but they put him on the cover, and it was a really bad cover. Dude, it was like nobody listened to this album. I'm gonna try to find. I think I have the album somewhere, the actual CD. I got it at like Rasputin's maybe, and it had like one good song. But they were doing like a cowboy kind of motif. But yeah, Keek and the Farm Boys. They like R&B. Look at my album. Chet Faker, Built on Glass. Album is dope. In particular, Talk is Cheap. I Will. Yes, Locksmith was Frontline. I believe he was Middle Eastern. He still does like Locksmith still does like freestyles and puts out music. Rather Get Modo featuring Keek. Can't believe Noah's mentioned Metallica. I mean, I'm not a big rock guy, so someone else has to mention the rock stuff. So Bob Marley, I love so many of his songs, but I don't know like the albums. it's just always been on shuffle or random. You know what I mean? Californication, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is a great album. I never had it, but my cousin had it. He would always listen to it. I always liked it. That's a great album. Yeah. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna hop off. Next week, we're getting McDonald's, dude. We're getting McDonald's. We're doing it. Next week, we're never gonna talk about the Seahawks ever again. But that was it, man. Super Bowl week in the Bay Area was, I think, a success. Super Bowl experience was fun. A lot of fun stuff on social media. You know, big time celebs were here. You know, it was popping. The game sucked, but the halftime show was good. Green Day was awesome. Weather was good. Flyover was good. All the MVPs being there was good. Roger Craig in the Hall of Fame. I totally forgot to talk about that. Remind me next week. Let's talk about the Hall of Fame because I got some grapes. Okay. Super Bowl. Farewell. We'll see you again in 10 years. Wait. Let me catch up on the Juice and Mess, Bullies with Fullies. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I like the one with Mess better than Killer Tay. I love the song Thriller. I never liked Thriller. MJ Butterflies. I can't think of that song. Just give my CDs recipes on Powell. My dad owned a store in Powell 2 blocks up. That's dope. Orange juice in the blunt for breakfast. That's a great album. Have a good week, y'all. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Appreciate you guys. Peace and love. Peace and love. Love is stronger than hate. Vertlife. Do it big. Live life. Be well. Be loving. Be respectful. Lead with love and respect and a kind heart. Kind, generous heart. Be generous. Be kind. Be awesome to people. Be nice to people. Do nice things for people. Do not hate people, especially if they're just different from you and they're not actually bad or anything. Just, be nice to people and be cool and do good things. And then try to make some money so you can take care of your family and do cool things with your family and be loving and be well. And not sponsored, but it can be. LaCroix, hit me up. Appreciate you for life.